we talking about Javante versus Frank Martin. It's like that extra 5 years or 6 years of boxing over that next person compounds exponentially, bro. Right. And you could be training more than Javante, more than Tank in the present, but that 6 year head start he had, you ain't gonna make that up for just for this one fight. Right. You feel me? So I use the same analogy with music, bro. Like,
welcome back to another episode of Music Business Advice. On this channel, we'll be going over a wide range of topics, making your journey from where you are to where you want to be in the music industry just a little bit easier. I hope you enjoyed today's episode.
I don't want to leave them unsure. I can't be unsure. I want to feel more. The shit you need is what you should be asking for.
Do you think that there's like a one size fits all approach to the foundation, or can it like change, or is there nuance to it depending on like where the artist is at, if that makes sense?
Again, it does. Again, like it's what you want. So, you know, if you want to just be trendy and you want to ride trends, why do you need a foundation? What are you bringing real money to? But if your goal is longevity, you need certain things built up. You need a business structure. You need a artist bank account to separate. You know what I mean? You need these things set up because you're getting into a career, not a fad.
Right. Making everything perfect before releasing or starting to roll out. Like, that's something that's been on my mind the past few days is, first of all, there's no such thing as perfect. Okay, Damani, that's a cliche thing to say. Cool. But in practice, like, if you're an entry-level artist, you're just starting out, you don't have a core audience. You don't know who your target demo is. You have to release content. You have to release songs to even figure out who the fuck would resonate with anything you have to offer.
Right. You have no base. You have no data to go off of.
Exactly. And trying to make your music perfect, spending money and resources on content and branding and photos and videos when you don't even know what the fuck you got going on and why people would fuck with it is ludicrous. So it's like you gotta dip your toe in that water, you know what I'm saying, swirl it around a little bit, see how cold it is before you do cannonball in it. Right. How do you level up and maximize with what you have before trying to go and invest bread when you haven't really hit that level yet? Right. You have to justify expenses, bro. So like, let's use this example for a generic artist. If you want to shoot a music video, like you said in our last video, short form content is an option. Right? Okay, you have beats on YouTube. You don't have to purchase beats from said producer around the way. Right. There's free options, right? With clothing and merchandise. Bro, you got thrift stores, bruh. Like, get someone that has, you know, a friend that's good at styling, someone like Zip, you know what I'm saying? And work your budget, man.
Bro, and that's how you know that you're a real creative. When you're limited to the most minimal resources. Yes. Right? That's why music was
challenge yourself.
Different back then. They only had 4 or 8 tracks to make a hit. Right. I think, you know, we're spoiled now. Right. We think we can just...
Because back then, it was one take. You know what I'm saying?
One take. Recording to tape. Like, so when you made a mistake, you had to go into the tape and cut and splice.
That's actually interesting. That's making me think, like, all the mistakes on hit songs that we don't know. Yeah. But that's how present they were. Right. That it didn't sound like a mistake. They were so, the performance was so superb and so focused that, you know, it's interesting. What got you into music, bro? Like, what was your entry point? Because I know mine. I can talk about it all day, but it's like that Motown stuff, like those legendary evergreen artists, those artists that our parents listened to, looking at the little CD, the booklets and the credits and shit, like, damn, like all these people worked on this one project, like seeing the creative direction. Like I was looking at a Eve CD that I think my parents had.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, the creative direction is so OC. Like for back then, like how did y'all real life edit this joint? How did you do the lighting, the shots, the resources that it took? It probably cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to shoot that back then.
Right.
You feel me? Now we can edit in Photoshop and cut to death.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying? But back then, bro, niggas was real life spending millions on videos, bro.
Wardrobe, catering, whatever.
All the expenses, bro.
And back then you didn't have the websites like the record deal simulator and the different things. So you think I'm cooling. Like, yeah, I got food, I got this, I got that. No, that's coming out your budget, baby.
Yeah, bro. Like let's touch on that, bro.
Yeah.
When I was interning at a label, if you know, you know, they had a release party, bro. And the budget for the party is coming out of the artist's budget. Like everything, the liquor, you know, the Ubers, the pizza, you know what I'm saying? Everything is coming out of bro's budget.
Right.
That shit fucked my head up. I'm like, yo, like, what we doing, man?
Yeah.
But it's like it's at the same time I have a different perspective on it now because I'm realizing like as a businessman and a manager now, it's like I'm putting up a lot of risk. Whether it's time, my money, opportunity costs, other people I could be working with. So if I'm locking in with you, you could be a potential high reward investment, but at the same time, it is very likely that I do take a loss, you know. And looking at it from more of a unbiased perspective, a more objective perspective now, I see how it's not as black and white as we've been like marketed to as far as the industry. Like it is predatorial, I'm not gonna lie, but these artists are signing the agreements at the end of the day. Nobody's holding a gun to your head. Yeah. I understand, you know, these artists are in dire circumstances, cool, but it's like, bro, you feel me, like niggas ain't got guns pointed to their head and niggas are willingly and excited to sign on the dotted line type shit. So accountability, bro, you know I'm big on accountability, bro. Like it is what it is. Like I don't wish that's the case. That's why we're doing what we're doing, is to bring y'all the information. I talk and I give advice, but we're grown people at the end of the day and go make grown decisions. So you feel me? It is what it is.
A lot of business is just being aware. Simple reading.
Right.
You know?
What information are you privy to?
Yeah.
Who knows more than who? Who knows who? You know what I mean? And people discount that, bro. Like, we talking about Javante versus Frank Martin. It's like that extra 5 years or 6 years of boxing over that next person compounds exponentially, bro. Right. And you could be training more than Javante, more than Tank in the present, but that 6 year head start he had, you ain't gonna make that up for just for this one fight. Right. You feel me? So I use the same analogy with music, bro. Like, I've been doing management since 2019, 2018. So, you know, there might be other managers that have been doing it for 10 years, 10 toes down. That 4 years to 5 years, the head start you have over me, you've learned so many nuanced things. You've gone through so many different deals and ups and downs that I haven't. You know what I mean? And you have more wisdom in certain areas, of course. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, but you're going to have a slight edge over someone else. And that's something that it makes me be more present and work harder now, because I'm realizing that I want to gain that experience, that wisdom quicker. I don't want to miss out on growth opportunities type shit. Right. You know, I want to apply myself as much as possible. For me, right, I think what that looks like is like, okay, I know my purpose is communication. Yeah. It's not specifically, like I was telling my little sister, it's communication, it's project management, attention to detail. Right. It's not necessarily artist management. It's not necessarily A&R. It's not necessarily fucking royalties. It's the ability that I have to learn quickly, pay attention to detail, distill information quickly, and communicate it effectively to get people to do things that need to be done. Right. It's not music business. I could use it in any field. That's the root node, as Zach would say, is communication, maybe learning, attention to detail, those soft skills. You talk about purpose, bro. Like, it's never been so like omnipresent in my life. Like I feel like I'm just starting to really move in purpose. Like little things that would throw me off a few years ago or even like 6 months ago don't throw me off the same way. Like it's like I always tell you, bro, I fucking love the aliasness. I love the problems that comes with what we do.
Yeah.
The worst situation we have to deal with on a day-to-day is better than any issue I would have had to deal with working corporate. I love, these are great problems for me.
Yeah.
I love the idea of I have to, my biggest problem right now is convincing my clients why they need to do X or why they need to do Y, or, you know, getting a studio client to understand the importance of branding.
Right.
And why you need to drop X amount of songs in this amount of time, in this time period.
Right.
Those are amazing problems. I'm so blessed that that's the worst thing I have to deal with is feeling annoyed because the artist isn't getting my point. Life is good, bro.
Yeah.
Living my purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The worst things I damn near love, So it's a blessing, bro. Like, and allowing my brain to get tired from overthinking to the point to where I'm able to just kind of see what I'm going through clearly. Because you know me, I'm an observer. I'm an overanalyzer, damn near. That's my strength and weakness at the same time type shit. So it's like I allow my brain to do it enough, look at it from all angles, and then I'm like, okay, I analyze damn near 99% of the angles. It's going to be one of them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's going to be what it's going to be. And then I just like do that mental math. Okay, I'm fine with all the effort I put in.
Right.
And whatever happens type shit. So that's what helps me grow is like conversation we've been having lately just about relationships and life. Like I'm always putting my best foot forward. I always have good intentions. Whatever God has planned, I'm 10 toes down because I know through evidence in the past and history in the present, I'm going to end up where I need to be.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Let bro take the wheel. You feel me?
As long as you have a way. As long as you have a way to.
Right, that's all that matters.
Meditate on why you're here.
Right.
You then can turn that into, a thriving business.
It's wicked, bro, how like all this ties back into business and money.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like we live the reality we live in, but it's like that paradigm shift, bro. I feel like I'm just starting to get to the point where I realize money, I gotta rewire how I think about it because it's just the reality we live in, and it doesn't have to be a bad thing. There's so much good that can be done when you're on man time and you're getting that bag. You can do so much good for people in the world around you, not even just yourself. And I'm realizing now, bro, this shit don't really even mean nothing if you're just doing it all for you. Right. I feel like that's been my most depressed moments, bro. Is when I'm on some hustle grind just for money. Yeah. But when it's for last name, when it's for the team, when it's for a bigger purpose, that's when I'm my happiest type shit. When it's damn near me in the back type shit. So
I was watching a video on the way up here about the spiritual energy of money.
That's Myron?
Nah, that's just some Alias video.
Kill, good algo.
Yeah, not for real.
Okay.
And he's talking about, viewing money as an energy, not just a physical thing, a dense thing.
Yeah. On
some, your vibration is high, you're more likely to attract money and different things like that.
I mean, you have the word current. Like it, you feel me? Like I learned that a while ago, bro. Like the root words. He shout out Myron, bro. He really be going into the Bible study, the root words and the origins, the Hebrew language, and this shit get deep, bro. But it's like
an affiliate link.
Money on. I love the path we're on. Just to round this out, like I love the path we're on, and I think we're gonna continue to build our toolkits and drop the top. You know what I'm saying, and rise above these limiting beliefs and break these glass ceilings and just continue to add value to the community, bro. Like that's really what we enjoy doing at the end of the day. Like we're really here for y'all, and y'all are helping us help you. Continue to help us help you.
Yeah.
And vice versa, stay in touch, you know what I mean? Give us feedback on things you guys want us to talk about. We're always eager to learn more and bring that information to you guys. So that's all I got, man.
It's a wrap.